Hello! Today I am going to be doing a Dreadlock Super Soak, a Dreadlock Super Clean, a fantastic, wonderful, amazing, residue removing deep cleanse. You, if you subscribe to me, may have seen my previous deep cleanse video, which is a fantastic video. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Or, no, you can just watch this one, because this one is new and improved. The previous video demonstrates a really basic version of the Dreadlock Deep Cleanse. In that video I demonstrate how to soak your hair with just water and bicarbonate of soda, and that is a great way of removing soap residue from your hair. I consider that version, and recommend that version, as a sort of beginner's version. It's an introduction to the Dreadlock Deep Cleanse. There's not a lot to it, it's easy to do, and it's also very cheap. For that version, there is just hot water and bicarbonate of soda. Bicarbonate of soda is really cheap, hot water is... And so this version is sort of my deluxe version of the deep cleanse. It has lots of extra ingredients in it, so it's slightly more expensive, but you get improved results. And this version can be used to treat a wider range of things. It will, as always, remove soap residue, break down oils in your hair, so if you have soap or shampoo build-up, or even if you don't think you do, try this and we'll see what colour the water is afterwards. But it removes all the scum and anything that is building up in your dreadlocks over time. You know, your dreadlocks are like sponges. They're picking up smoke and dust and lint. And if you use a little too much soap and don't rinse enough, then that's going to build up. So all the time they're picking stuff up. This is going to remove it. And we can use this recipe for treating scalp irritations such as dry scalp, dandruff. Basically, it's wonderful. You should try it, and I'm going to show you how. First, what are we going to need? Bowl! I'm using a bowl. This is a washing up bowl. You can use a bucket or a sink or whatever you want. Obviously the ideal thing is if you had a hair salon, you know, they have those super cool chairs where you lean back with your hair in it so you can soak your hair. I don't have one of those, so I'm going to make do with a bowl. If you have a sink that's on a counter where you can lay on the counter with your head in the sink, that is also awesome. Basically you just need a way of having your hair in the mixture for 30 minutes. So this isn't the most comfortable. How I do it is I will have a skateboard here. If you've seen my previous video, you know I'll have a skateboard here so I can lift myself up and have my head in here. I mean, if you have a step here or you lean on the side of the bed to slow down, you basically... A method of holding the mixture and making the mixture and soaking your head. It's got to be deep enough to soak your head. So, bowl, bicarbonate of soda. I'm using bicarbonate of soda here, which is otherwise known as baking soda. It's similar to baking powder, but basically it's really cheap. It's a white powder and it breaks down oils. So this is what's going to be doing a lot of the cleaning in the main soak. Going to take all those built up oils and nastiness and soap residue, and it's going to turn them from goo and turn them into liquid that will rush out of your hair when you rinse it. So bicarbonate of soda in the bucket. Essential oils, rosemary. Okay, this is a little vial of rosemary. It's essential oil. This is 100% essential oil, rosemary. I often recommend rosemary for people who are having scalp problems. Rosemary is the dandruff destroyer. So if you're having dandruff and you've asked me about how to cure dandruff before, I will either tell you to put your rosemary oil in your deep cleanse, or you can make a rosemary tea and soak your hair in that. But I'm going to be adding rosemary oil to my deep cleanse to help with scalp irritations and destroy dandruff. Rosemary essential oils. Tea tree essential oils! This is 100% tea tree essential oil, and I'm going to be putting that in here for the purpose of killing mold and bacteria and kills nastiness and fungus and makes it want to leave, and basically it smells nice as well, but going to make your dreadlocks nice and fresh. Lavender essential oils! This one is just lavender, and I'm putting it in here because it smells nice and I want my dreadlocks to smell like lavender. A lemon! I have half a lemon here. I'm going to use the juice from half a lemon. I'm going to put it in here. The lemon juice is going to dry out my hair a little bit, so the loose hairs, it's going to make them dry and frizzy, and then they're going to knot up, and it's going to help reduce loose hairs, and this is good for young dreadlocks if you have lots of loose hairs and you want them to be more frizzy and more likely to knot. If you don't have a lemon, you can use sea salt. So use sea salt in a sea salt spray, which is often recommended for young dreadlocks. It does the same task. So lemon, sea salt, into the bucket. Apple cider vinegar! Right, I'm not putting the apple cider vinegar actually in here. You will see that I'm going to put my apple cider vinegar in a water bottle. And then I'm going to put it in here. And then after I've done my main soak, before I rinse out in the shower, I'm going to put apple cider vinegar in my hair, and this is going to rebalance the pH of my hair, because bicarb is going to make my hair and dreadlocks all alkaline, and this is acidic. I'm going to balance it out, and vinegar is also another good cleaner, so I'm getting 2 cleans for the price of 1. Well, you got to buy this, so it's not really for free, but 2 cleans in the space of time that it requires to do 1 clean. So into the bucket. Extra things, I'm going to have a jug so that I can measure the vinegar into the bottle and not get it everywhere, and a spoon for measuring the bicarbonate of soda. Other stuff you're going to need is towels, because you are going to be getting wet and then you're going to be having a shower, so you're going to need towels. And if you're like me, you will need skateboard for, you know, getting yourself above the bucket or bowl. Let's begin making the magic concoction. Okay, so I have my bowl and it is full of hot water. You're going to want this bowl to be having enough hot water in for you to cover all your dreads and for it to be as hot as you can stand. Don't burn yourself, but basically this wants to be hot. To this bowl of hot water, I am going to add my bicarbonate of soda. Now, the exact measurements are, well, I don't go by exact measurements because I'm going to be using a different size bucket to you with a different amount of water in, but for this amount of water, I'm going to put in about 3 tablespoons of bicarbonate of soda. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to mix it all up. To the hot bicarbonate of soda mixture, I am going to add my lemon juice. So I have half a lemon here, and I'm going to put the juice in here with, you know, trying not to put the seeds in. Now my essential oils. First one in my hand is the tea tree, and I'm going to put about 6 to 8 drops of this in. Now my rosemary, I'm going to put about 6 drops of rosemary essential oil in. And then my lavender, because it smells nice. So my lavender, I'm going to put about 8 drops of lavender in. Stir, 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 stir. So I'm now sat in front of my mixture, and I'm sat on the skateboard, which feel free to steal this technique. I mean, you can lay on a step or something, or obviously if you have a better way of soaking your hair, but I'm going to sit on the skateboard, and I'm going to lay back with my head in this mixture, and I'm going to soak it for about 30 minutes. Lay with my hair in there for 30 minutes, and during the 30 minutes I'm going to be massaging it into my scalp and squeezing my dreads. So I'm going to soak the mixture up, squeeze it out, soak it up, squeeze it out. This is trick part. So here I am again in the awkward pose. This is a really bad angle to be filmed from, as I have realised from viewing back my previous dreadlock deep cleanse. I'm basically going to spend the next 30 minutes laying here, soaking up the water, trying to get the mixture all over my head, all over my dreadlocks, and squeezing it through. Fun, fun, fun for the next 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes of soaking and squeezing, and now I'm going to get out. If you are soaking in a bucket like me, you're going to have to be careful not to knock the bucket over when you get up. You saw the colour of the water before I started, and it was clear, and now look at it. And I used a shampoo that I am very happy with. My shampoo is a residue-free shampoo that is great. And I deep cleaned not all that long ago, whenever the last deep clean video went up. But still, got lots of crap out. You're gonna want to make sure you do this somewhere like the bathroom, because you're gonna get the floor wet. Look at that. That is nasty. Kind of strange considering you can use all the right shampoos and wash regularly and you'll still get nasty stuff out of your dreadlocks. I have put the apple cider vinegar in this bottle here, and what I'm going to do with this is just spray it into my hair and then rinse it out. And I'm not going to let that sit, I'm just going to squirt it all over and squeeze it out. So I'm going to put this all over my hair. I'm using, this is just straight apple cider vinegar, and if you're interested, I have about 300 milliliters of apple cider vinegar in here, but the exact measurement of this doesn't really matter because I'm just going to pour it into my dreads and then squeeze it straight out. So I'm not letting it sit. Yeah, you're going to want to do this in the shower because otherwise you're going to get vinegar everywhere. And also, it's not the most pleasant smell. So I'm just going to squeeze that out, and it's going to squeeze the vinegar through the dreadlocks. I'm going to rinse this all out because I'm going to have a regular shower now, wash my hair normally, and then afterwards my dreads are a lot more bendy and nice. So that was my super duper, super dread, super soak. If you do it any differently, you can leave me a comment. I have new dreadlock videos every week, and if you like my dreadlock videos, if you think they're funny, or even if you hate them, you can just subscribe to me anyway. And thank you for watching, and you can subscribe, and you can like, and leave me comments. I really like comments. Thank you, goodbye!